Alright folks, welcome to Arduino for Beginners. This is Arduino 101. Alright, today we are taking a look at an infrared receiver module. Now this is HW490 here, and this guy is pretty sweet. So what it does is it receives a signal from an infrared transmitter. Now I have one here. This is a remote with one built in, and you can normally tell by that little LED looking diode there. And I also have a transmitter somewhere in here, and I'll show you how to assemble that and send a signal eventually here in one of these videos. But this video we're going to focus on receiving a signal. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and reduce some of this noise here, because I really only need two of these lines, and we don't need these. We'll leave those. No, let's do this the right way. So let's go to okay, so I have my outward to my LED right here. This is connected to pin number 5. Then I have my signal from the LED, from the IR here, connected to pin number 7. So that is what's being labeled our signal pin right here, receiver pin. And we are using a library here, IR remote. So you're going to need to download and include that, and then create an instance of the IR receiver. Doing that takes care of the pins on the receiver for you. You don't need to worry about that once you have made this constant integer here. So once we get going in the setup, we are going to set our pin mode to output on what I have labeled G, which is that LED right now. I was using 3 color. I'm down to just 1 for this demonstration because it's a little simpler. And we'll take a look here in our loop. We're going to look at these two methods mainly. Like I said, this is for a 3 color LED, and on that LED, these other these other parts of this loop, it's going to go through here, just change the color. And right now we just have a blue LED plugged in, so we're just going to try to get it to turn on and off. So then there's another command for the receiver inside of the loop. Then we have this change color code here, which we are actually going to change what we're using here. And I'm going to comment this out, and the reason I didn't just delete it is because I am going to keep using this later, and I'll show you how to use it. But for right now, what we need to do is digital write G, and we want it to be on, so this is going to be high. And we'll copy and paste this down here and do low. And then I will show you what's going on. Okay, so for right now, ignore everything in here and just concentrate on this. So this is if IR receiver.decode gets results, then we are going to use the serial monitor to print the results.value as a hex code. Now a hex code looks like this. And this 0x designation before these 6 digits lets you know that it's a hex code. So, again, skipping all of this, let's just see what this does right here. I'm going to go ahead and push this. I've already got it on here, actually, so I can tell you, but let's open the... Oh, I somehow deleted a hashtag. There we go. So we can open the serial monitor here. Come on now. Ah, yes. We'll uncomment that later as well. Okay. Compiled. It's uploading. Open the serial monitor here. And as you can see, slide this over here. Now, when I press on a button on the remote, I get a 6-digit code in the serial monitor. That is the on button, I believe. Nope, that's the on button. That's the off button. So these are actually in the code right now, programmed to do something. Except there we go. Turns it on. And the off button will turn it off. There is a half a second delay, so if I press them real fast, sometimes it doesn't work. But what's happening is I can press this button and ignore all these FFFs here. That's what happens when I hold it down. But when I just touch it, I get this 6-digit code. So if I take that 6-digit code, which is for this button here that says 50%, if I take that code and plug it into one of these right here, and then change the name of this so it prints 50%, and then change the function so it'll do whatever I tell it to as long as it receives that code. So that's basically how this works. It's pretty simple. Like I said, right now I have it set to not just, it'll print when I hit the on button, it'll turn the light on. It'll also say on button in the serial monitor. And the same with the off button. So that's how I know what button I'm hitting. I have a couple other ones programmed in here, but I have them commented out, and that wiring is a little bit more complicated. So we're not going to jump into that right now, but this is the gist of how you get a receiver. So again, if I want to get a, let's see what the code for this flash button is. Let's say I want to make that do something with my Arduino. So if I hit the flash button, I get this code. I can just copy it, paste it in here after the X, just these 6 digits, and then it'll say if results.value equals equals, and then do flash button code. So pretty straightforward, pretty fun to play around with. Like I said, I had the 3-color out earlier. We'll do a different video on that as well, and then I will show you how to do the IR transmitter as well as the receiver. So a couple more videos on IR, but this one will pretty much get you up and running if you have a remote that has a diode built in, and it's pretty fun to play with.
Well, that's it, guys. That's going to wrap up this video. If you've noticed the shirt, the merch is available. Go ahead and check out the Teespring merch link down below. It won't be available on a channel store until I reach 10,000 subscribers, and so far I am just about to hit 5,000. So it'll be a little while, a couple more months before you see this on the actual channel, but they are available now. I have a couple other designs. Feel free to pop over there and check them out, and know that any purchase through the Teespring site definitely helps to promote our site here and increase the channel's ability to make videos in the future. So we appreciate all your support. Don't forget to check out the Teespring link, check out our Patreon link, leave a like on this video, and hit that subscribe button because we have a lot more coming at you in the coming days.